So I'm in Malta here this morning on Saturday, about ready to leave. The weather looks pretty good. There's swallows all around me, swarming me and trying to get at me. Heading up through Saskatchewan to Provost, and this morning, that's the plan anyways. At this point, that could always change, but just about when I'm ready to go, I walk out of my room and lock the door. My key is inside. I'm all packed up, but my key to the bike is inside, and the front office isn't open yet. I gotta go and ring the buzzer and wake the guy up or get him out of his pajamas to give me a spare key to get in there to get my key to leave. So that's pretty exciting. So anyways, on my way here in a few minutes after I go and wake this guy up. So I made it across the border into Canada. I'm in southern Saskatchewan right now. I'm about 100 kilometers south of Swift Current. It's good to be back in the land of proper distance measuring. By that I mean kilometers. I hate functioning in miles. Kilometers is a far superior way of doing things. First thing I notice right off the bat when I come across the border is these are probably the worst roads that I've driven on since the trip began. Man, if the roads stay like this in Saskatchewan, I am leaving. I'm going to head straight to Alberta. They're terrible. I also noticed that the speed limit is way slower. The same road in the United States, the speed limit would be 70 miles an hour, which is about 113 kilometers an hour. And here the speed limit is 80 kilometers an hour. Of course, the roads are so terrible you can only go 80 anyways. But I definitely noticed that. Anyways, I'm heading up to Swift Current. I'm going to probably stop at Tim Hortons. Looking forward to that. And till next time. So I've had a bit of adventure here today. Left Malta this morning and went for breakfast at the little hotel. And I was almost finished and the power went off, which is not a big deal because, I was finished, I had all my stuff, so it's not a problem. But the big problem was I hadn't filled up with gas the night before, and so I went to get gas and the power was out in the whole town, and I was not able to get gas. So I started heading out. I thought, well, maybe I can make it to the next town. And I got about 25 kilometers down the road, and my fuel light came on. So I thought, well, I better really check and make sure that there's fuel ahead. And so I looked at my GPS, and it showed that there was nothing. So I thought about it for a while, and I did the wise thing and turned around and went back to Malta. We went 25 kilometers back, and by the time I got back, the power was back on to some degree, at least at the gas station, and I was able to fill up with gas. Well, not quite full. I got almost full because I had to use cash because they couldn't take credit cards because that wasn't working. I had about $15 cash left, and so I used all my American cash, put gas in, and away I went. Turns out that the next gas station on that highway going north of Malta into Saskatchewan towards Swift Current, there's not another gas station for 174 kilometers. And so, yeah, I wouldn't have made it, obviously. So I'm pretty glad I went back and got fuel. And so that was good. So then I traveled on to, and I thought, well, I'll stop at Swift Current, fill up with gas, and go have a coffee, and that would be good. Well, the problem is that in Swift Current today, it's, their fair day, and they're having a fair of some kind, and so there was a parade going on, and people everywhere, and every restaurant, and Tim Hortons, and gas station, everything was just jammed to the gills. So I got gas and got out of there and headed up north towards Rosetown, and about 75 kilometers in. Okay, so I was interrupted anyways. I came up the highway about 75 miles north of Swift Current, and I came across this little restaurant in the middle of nowhere. Hopefully you can see that. It's called the Hilltop Restaurant, and had lunch here, which was really awesome, and also was able to score some ice cream. Pretty awesome, and the weather's warm and everything. So anyways, it's been kind of a weird day, but the weather's shaping up, and it's going good. So I'm in Unity, Saskatchewan, driving down the highway just before Unity, and a few of those big fat raindrops start falling down. And lo and behold, right off the highway is an A&W and a gas station. So I pull over and I get off my bike inside just in time for a major downpour. So I had a coffee at A&W, and that was, now it's all done, and I'm going to head out again. So that was really awesome. Usually that never happens. Usually you're in the middle of nowhere and it just starts raining. So it's kind of nice to be in a place where I could have a coffee. So I've arrived in Provost. I'm staying here the night. I was tempted to drive home, but looking at the clouds up there, it doesn't look very promising. So I thought, rather than drive, I've already gone 750K today, so driving into rain was not really my favoriteest idea. So I'm here. I'm going to stay the night and drive the 400K or whatever it is, 350 home tomorrow. Nice, easy last day. So that should be good. Pretty uneventful day once I got into Canada, and once I got past Swift Current and stuff. Pretty straight roads. Nothing spectacular, but drove through Rosetown and Bigger, and then cut across, and now I'm in Alberta, in Provost, and I'm pretty sure it's going to start raining within a few minutes. So glad that I'm all settled in for the night.